Hello, everyone. Hello, Dr. Samantha. Hello, Dr. Ahmed. Hello, Dr. Rogers. Hello, everyone. Yes, hello, Dr. Shweta. So good to see all of you here. Yeah, hello, Dr. Devika. Yes, so good to see you all. Yes, let me welcome you for this session. MRCOG Part 2 Preparation Made Easy. How our course takes you to victory. So we are going to talk about in this how we are going to deal for the part 2 preparation, right? So let's start. Basically, as you hear the MRCOG part 2 exam name, what's going on inside your mind? What do you think about this exam? Yes, correct. You feel you are lost. Yes, very good. More options. Oh, you feel difficult. Okay. You feel you are lost. There is vast syllabus. You need, okay, long study hours. Yeah. So exactly what I think. Your mind is loaded with these thoughts, and here these are. You feel it is scary, it is difficult, and you feel like you are lost in an ocean. What if I tell you that I can make you go through the journey of MRCOG Part 2 in such a scenic background? Do you believe that? Yes. Thank you, dear friends. You trust me that I can make you walk through this scenic background. And I promise I'll surely do that. So let's see how we are going to make this scariest thing into a beautiful scenic journey. So let's see how it goes, how we help. I'm going to lend you a hand so that you cross the barriers and be on the other side where all the successful people are, right? See, if one person can do, everybody can do. If I can do, you can also do. Similarly, whatever champions we have already, you can be among those also. Everybody is same. If one person can do, others can also do. It is just I'm going to basically help you to cross from this end to that end so that you are near to your dream, you are near to your convocation cap. So that's how I'm going to help you. What would be the strategy of helping? So I have a 3-point agenda here. First, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you, we are going to read the syllabus in a module-wise pattern, right? So once we start with a particular module, I will give you some videos to listen. It will not be like that I give you 6 videos and tell you that you have to cover in next 10 days. It's not going to be like that. It's a guided tour. I'm going to guide at every step how you have to move and how you will cover the complete syllabus, right? So as I have fixed 10 days for one module, I'll start giving you videos on every alternate day, or sometimes if more videos, then maybe daily. So you have to spend 30-35 minutes to that video daily, right? Or if it is for the alternate day, then you can have 2 days for a video of 30 to 35 minutes, right? So now what is the purpose? Purpose is that you have to listen to the information in small chunks, right? Small pieces of information are being delivered. And your goals of completing so many videos in the days is reduced to spending a time for 30 minutes video in 2 days. Seems quite achievable, isn't it? So that is why the information is divided into small videos. Now the videos are framed not according to guideline wise, they are according to topic wise, right? Now what I mean by topic wise and what I mean by guideline wise, right? Now if you look at the topic of preterm labor, so preterm labor, we have a nice guideline. Then we have a GTG of cervical cerclage, green top guideline, and another green top guideline of antenatal corticosteroids, right? So now when you have to answer the questions about the preterm labor, the information of the 3 guidelines is going to overlap a lot, right? So if I just teach you nice preterm labor, then in next video I teach you cervical cerclage, then when you have to answer, you will be confused whether you have to answer from the nice guideline or you have to answer from the green top guideline. So when I make a video of preterm labor, I combine all these 3 guidelines and give you a clear cut information when to choose what. Okay, if patient is with this type of thing, there's these risk factors in the preterm labor, you are going to choose this. If patient is coming with this factors, you are going to choose this. So clear answer is to be there. And that is why the videos are made topic wise, right? So small topics, all the topics we are going to cover for complete syllabus and all modules. So what you have to do in this is that you try to be with the schedule and listen to the videos as they are posted. Now what you have to do, just plug in into your ears while you are working, while like you are cooking, you are doing some other household works, or maybe you are commuting to your work. So, or whenever you get a free time, you can just do that, right? Now, once you listen to the videos, then the PDFs, the summaries, the guidelines, they are being provided to you in a Google Drive, right? So there are different folders in it, subfertility folder, maternal medicine folder. So whatever module you are doing in the videos, open up the same folder. You will find all guidelines, talk articles, and the whatever I have taught you on the videos in the summary form. Summaries are in the form of flowcharts, algorithm, which make learning very, very easy and give you a clear-cut picture of how we proceed when we answer the questions. So listen to videos, read the PDFs, and then solve questions. Questions, you don't have to go and search in various books. We have compiled them in the form of worksheets, right? So for every module, you will get at least 200 questions. And 200 questions in the worksheet is a big number where you can practice almost every type of question. So in part 2, solving question is much more important than reading guideline, right? So you don't have to read guideline again and again. Once you have to read it, you have to listen to the videos, fix your rules in your mind, then do a lot of questions to apply those, right? It is like maths. In maths, you have formulas and then you have sums. So you have to apply those formulas to the sums, right? So then only when you practice on the sums, then only you can answer well in the exam. So similarly, the rules we are going to discuss here are your formula. Now you have to apply those formula onto the various questions to see how the application is. So doing worksheets is a very, very important thing. Now, once you are through this all exercise, then we meet in the live session. In live session, we practice the questions from strategy and all RCOG sources because these are the questions which are very much near to exam scenarios. Now, when we practice these questions with this background knowledge of guideline, what we are doing, we are coming prepared and we are trying to test ourselves solving those questions. Of course, it's not a test, it's an interactive discussion what we are doing. So in that case, we solve all the questions and simultaneously we try to revise all the rules which are included in the guideline. Remember, guideline may be of 50 pages, but the rules from which the questions are framed, they are only 10, 15. And we have to catch hold of those 10, 15 rules very properly, right? So this way we are going to practice in our live sessions. And then finally, when we do the revision, we do the assessments for all the modules, which are largely based on recalls. And then finally, before the exam, there is a mock exam. So that when you go to the exam, you don't feel like you are going for the exam for the first time. Your apprehension is quite less because you have already practiced things at home. These are the various guidelines which we require. Seems very confusing, but I assured you that I'm going to make your life very, very easy with this. So now how we have to read the various guidelines. Now this is green top guidelines. This is the first thing to do. Now the common question asked by the students is, shall I have to make notes or not, right? So basically we have summarized the guideline and we have put up important charts and important flow charts. Everything we have created from the guideline. Now the recommendation is go through the video and read the PDF. Then you can just superficially go through the guideline if you find anything extra. Otherwise, nothing to be done. Now, for the notes, it all depends on your personal choice because I have already made summaries. Now, if you want to add something, then you can add on it. Or if you want to make complete notes of your own, then that's your choice, not my very much recommendation. If you really want to write something about the guideline, then it is good to write the rules. As I said, only in this guideline, only 10-12 rules are there, right? So you have to just write those 10-12 points on which the questions are revolving. Secondly, step-by-step approach. Sometimes for some topics, actually algorithms or the flowcharts are not given. We have tried to construct those, so you will see those in the PDF. So you have to learn this step-by-step approach because it helps in the EMQ solving. What are EMQs? Extended matching questions. There are almost 20 options. And then there are scenarios, 2 or 3 scenarios which are related to each other. Now you have to solve those questions and take the answer. Take one correct answer. Now in one correct answer, basically because there are large number of options, around 20, so they are very, very close to each other. So you have to be very particular. So when you are reading, you have to fix that if they ask this, I'm going to answer this. And your answer should be very much fixed, because if you try to search there, in the EMQ options, you will find at least 3-4 options which are very close to each other. So therefore, we have to take care. So when you are reading the guideline, if you really want to make something for you, then bullet points, that is rules, and step-by-step approach, that is what needs your attention. This is the executive summary. So it is usually given in the front, and the algorithms. Algorithms, flow charts at the end. They are the most important thing for the EMQ questions. They are often asked and with small differences in the words, like sometimes they replace the and by or by but. So just small differences will make different options. So when we are reading these charts, we have to be very clear word by word for these charts. Of course, yes, we will be doing this in our classes, in our video sessions, in our PDFs, and I'll be highlighting from where the questions can come. And then you can remember exactly the point where we want to highlight. Right? I hope I answered your question. Thank you. So this is NICE guideline. Then comes the NICE guideline. NICE guideline is very, very important for all the topics which are dependent on NICE guideline, like fertility, urogynecology, labor module. They are largely dependent on the NICE guideline. So therefore, for wherever the NICE guidelines is there, it is an important component of answering the EMQ questions. Now, in NICE guideline, also you have to take care what things we have to offer. There are certain things which we have to consider. So these types of words are used in the NICE guideline, which makes it a bit tricky. So when I simply simplify these for you, then it becomes very, very easy, and you can remember what is to be done and what can be considered. So you have to take care. Offer means you have to offer. Consider as it's your choice. You can choose or you don't choose. So that makes quite a lot difference in the answers. Then there are scientific impact papers. So we cover scientific impact papers module wise. When I'm taking any module, if there is some important scientific impact paper which is related to that particular topic, I will include that into the same particular video. So that is why I said we are doing the videos topic wise, not guideline wise, because sometimes like CA cervix, you have a content from the strategy, then you have a content from the talk article, then you have a content from the FIGO, like you have to do the classification. So now you have to merge everything, right? I cannot say that read the FIGO video session, now you look at the video session from strategy. It is not possible. So once I'm covering the cervical cancer, I have give you the answers. Like at this stage, what you will do, at this stage, what you will do. So that for that answer, information should be compiled from the various sources. So topic-wise videos are very, very much helpful as compared to guideline videos. This is talk articles, very, very much important part of the student's anxiety, because it is difficult to read all talk articles and people think that, oh, I left a talk article, and if at all they have read but they are not able to revise in the last time, then again people tend to forget. Now, what I would like to say is that nobody has failed without reading talk article, but definitely GT and G and NICE, if you don't do properly, then there are high chances of the failure. Regarding talk article, all like scientific impact papers, whatever talk articles are important and need to be covered with the modules are covered simultaneously with the modules. Rest, for the recent talk articles, you will be provided either summaries or small videos or small podcasts, right? So through which you can go through. But rather than jumping directly onto the talk, it is good that you practice GTG, NICE and all guidelines very thoroughly. And when you have this time, then you can go on extra talks. Because as I have mentioned, important talks we have already covered in the video sessions. Regular video sessions which we are doing for the topics. Then there are FSRH guideline, BASH guideline, clinical governance, consent advice. FSRH is completely covered in the contraceptive videos. All the contraception is from the FSRH guidelines. BASH guidelines are completely covered in the infections module. All the infections are being taught from the BASH guideline. Clinical governance in itself is a very big topic and very important one. You need to learn the NHS networks. So we will be talking about that as a separate module. Then everything about the teaching assessments, teaching methods, we will be talking of. Statistics also we will be covering. And then these consent advice and everything, legal issues, mental capacity act. So all this we are going to cover in our further sessions. So all in all, everything is being done. Now, if you look at these so many sources, you think that, oh my God, this is so much. How I'm going to do this? And how I'm going to cover all these modules with so many sources. But don't worry, we have cooked. You just relish the dishes which have been prepared for you. Okay, so as we go through the videos, it is a part of schedule. As you go through the schedules, day by day, you are going to cover all these guidelines. And mind you, it will be a very smooth and easy process if you just follow the schedule as you are being told. Then these are the question books. Oh my God, too many question books, but you know, you have the worksheets. Again, a cooked food is for you, so you just have to do your worksheets. I don't think my students are going to be looked like this. So, too much mess around? No, we have cooked very beautifully for you. So, guided strategic plan will lead to the convocation and degree in your hand. How to make a strategic plan? So plan we have already made. You don't have to do anything. Just follow the schedule with us. How we go towards our road of success. So as I have already told, we do topic-wise study material, topic-wise question practice sheets, repeated revisions, continuous support, and final 2 months dedicated to recalls, final mocks, and assessments. So all this will lead to very smooth road to your trophy. Like this is an example how we have classified subfertility in these particular topics. Like if you not look at the topic of male infertility, you have nice guideline, you have talk articles. So in that case, if you read them separately, then you cannot answer questions properly. But if all are compiled in a single video, you can do that. This is a way of reading. Many of the groups or many of the courses actually follow this plan, one guideline a day. You make a list of guidelines and do it a guideline a day. What is the benefit? You read all guidelines, you cover syllabus once, but the problem is question banks doesn't have guidelines wise questions, and EMQ does not necessarily come from same guideline. As I already gave you the example of the preterm labor, you have to read various guidelines to answer. So better is to cover the syllabus topic wise and module wise, right? Even module wise also there is a lot of overlap, because like in vulva, when you get a question, you get a question from the benign vulval conditions, then it is a part of benign gynae. But if you get a certain ulcer on the vulva, then it can be from the infections module. Or if it is a malignant ulcer, then it can be from the oncology module. So if EMQ 3 questions are based on vulva, it can be from 3 different modules. So a lot of overlap is there between the various modules. Therefore, when we talk about the topics, it becomes very easy. And finally, of course, we are going to talk about the online test series, which are for the last 2 months, where we do proper revision. So we'll cover full course, we will do revision, we will do recalls, we will do assessments, and finally we will do mock exam before we go to the test. Now, what is exam format? So basically it is a computer-based test. So therefore, all the assessments are provided in a computer-based manner. When you solve them, you practice them, right? You practice them exactly like you have to work for the exam. So when you have practiced it here, then when you go to the exam, your anxiety is very, very less because you have already gone through that drill. So there are 2 papers, and paper 1 counts for 50% of the marks and paper 2 also counts for 50% of the marks. Now there are 50 SBAs and 50 extended matching questions, but the proportion of marks it carries is single best answer carries 40%, while EMQs carries 60%. So EMQs are a very, very important part of the exam, and we need to be very thorough with that. So I hope I have made your journey very smooth. You are able to go through it. So basically what we help is give you direction, train, give you support, goal, motivation, success, everything is provided. Topic theme-based teaching covering full scores from all sources. So that is our recipe of success for you. Mentor should be like only that person who has gone through it, who has done himself in a first attempt can guide you. So that's why we are good for that. Single mentor takes the responsibility of the full course. Many times what happens when different people are teaching different modules, what happens? Somebody has taught here, somebody is teaching there, and then the correlation is not there. But when one person is teaching, he knows where he has covered what. So that the full responsibility lies on a single mentor and he has to cover everything. So there are least chances that anything will be left. Easily approachable. You can see the reviews of our students who actually say that I'm just a message away, right? So you can put all your questions, queries in the Telegram group or on the chat. I'll be happy to answer those questions. So finally, easiest and the quickest way, and the plate is ready to relish. Cherry on the top, it's 1 recharge lifetime validity. Once you have paid the fees, you are a student for us always. So you can continue to remain in the group. And the recording access will also continue lifetime. As you go and prepare for the part 3, if you want to revise any guideline, you can just go back, switch on your part 2 recording and listen to it. No course gives you this advantage. You have to time yourself for 6 months, 1 year, but we don't go so. We understand your requirements, so it's open for you. Can I help you with anything else today? Now you can ask all your questions. Yes, worksheets are completely provided to you and you can answer those questions, and they have explanations also, right? So the explanations are there. Once you submit the question, the worksheet, you get the correct answers as well as explanations, right? So now if you are anytime not satisfied with the explanation, then it is my recommendation or advice that always try to put those questions in the Telegram group, right? Because sometimes when even you are very much sure that this answer should not be this one or that one, sometimes actually there is some trick behind it which you are missing. So always whenever you are not happy with any explanation or you are not happy with the answer, please do discuss in the group. Never mug that answer. Try to find out what is the reason behind it, right? And if at all it is a wrong answer, it can always be corrected by discussion. So thing is that you should have a concept. What concept is being asked in that particular question? That is very important to fix up, right? So that's about the worksheets. Yes, live sessions are also recorded and the recordings will be provided to you. These are the reviews of our students from the past batches. They have passed, some are in process. So this is how you can see that we really try to help you as much as to the maximum extent. And we are ready to walk you till success. I hope your dreams take you to the corners of your smiles, to the highest of your hopes, to the windows of your opportunities, and to the most special places your heart has ever known. We wish you all the luck and a beautiful journey with us for MRCOG Part 2. We'll walk together to achieve the success. Thank you so much for your patient listening. And thank you for being here in this webinar. I know people have joined from far away countries. Thank you, Mr. Dr. Rogers, for joining from there, Dr. Rabia. So thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you all took time to be here. Thank you so much.